Good morning, students. Let us start the class with Brahmanad. Susta. Before going to read today's lesson, I would like to remind you what we had studied in the previous class with some question and answers. First question is, where was the boy going and with whom? You know, the boy was going to a village fair with his father and mother. Can you describe the feelings of the boy while he was going to the fair? You know, the boy was very much excited and he was not in the control of himself and his parents, as he was excited to visit the fair and enjoy there with his parents. What are the things attracted the boy while going to the fair? While going to the fair, a very big mustard field where he could see a number of dragonflies flying throughout the mustard field, and thereafter he saw the insects and worms coming out of their holes to enjoy the warmth of the sun in the winter. So he was attracted by the small insects and worms, and at the same time he was attracted by the beautiful grove on the way and the banyan tree. Did the child gather anything on the grove? What was it? What happened to it? When the child entered into the grove, he saw a number of flower petals dropped on the boy. He was excited and started to collect the raining petals, and while collecting the raining petals, he heard the cooing of a dove, and cooing of the dove, he shouted in horror, the dove, and the petals he collected dropped from his hand. So this is the part that we had discussed in the previous lesson, and now we are going to read the second part of the story, the lost child. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped. As they neared the village, the child could see footpaths full of people. He felt at both repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. A sweetmeat seller hawked gulab jamun, rasgulla, burfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance. The child stared open-eyed, and his mouth watered for the burfi that was his favorite sweet. I want that burfi, he slowly murmured. But he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So, without waiting for the answer, he moved on. A flower seller hawked a garland of gulmohar. The child murmured, "I want that garland," but he well knew his parents would refuse to buy them those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. So, without waiting for his answer, he moved on. A man stood a pole with yellow, red, green, and purple balloons flying from it. Seeing the colorful pole, the child desired to possess them, but he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on further. A snake charmer stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like the neck of a swan, while the music stole into its invisible ears. The child went towards the snake charmer, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the snake charmer played, he proceeded further. There was a roundabout in full swing. Men, women, and children carried away in a whirling motion, shrieked and cried with dizzy laughter. This is all about the second part. I have collected some difficult words from the second part. Let us discuss the meanings of the difficult words one after another. Heaped means gathered at a place. Repelled means to make something feel horror. Sweet meat, anything preserved in sugar or a sweet or candy. Hawk, try to sell things moving place to place, asking people to buy. Burfi, a kind of attractive sweet. Murmured, talked slowly. Plea, emotional request for something. Heed, to pay attention to somebody's advice or warning. D, excess desire for something to eat. Garland, a long round stitched flowers. Gulmohar, a type of flowers which we call Krishnachuda. Coil, to wind into a series of circles. Graceful, attractive. Invisible, not visible or not seen. Forbidden, restrict or control or prevent. The three forms of the verb is forbid, forbade, and forbidden. Coarse means crude. These are the difficult words I have collected from the second part of the lesson, The Lost Child. Now you are advised to read the second part once silently. Listen the summary of the second part of the story. The child with his parents arrived in the village square and saw sweetmeat hawker selling different kinds of sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, burfi, etc. He requested to buy his favorite sweet burfi, but he knew well about the negative answer of his parents, so he moved on. Then he came across a flower seller who was selling garlands of gulmohar. He expressed his desire to have the garland in a very low voice, but he knew it well that his parents would refuse to buy it. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. As the child moved on, he saw a man selling balloons of different colors tied to a pole. He wanted to possess all the balloons, but he didn't ask for it as he knew the attitude of his parents. They would say he was too old to play with them. So he walked ahead. Just at the moment he could hear a snake charmer playing a flute to a snake. He went towards the snake charmer, but thinking about his parents, he proceeded. He wanted to go on the roundabout where the people were shouting, sitting in the roundabout. Now, let us discuss some of the question and answers from the second part. What was the confusion of the world for the child? You know, the child was going to a village fair with his parents, and he had never seen such a large gathering, and he was going out to enjoy a fair with his parents for the first time, and that fair was the world of confusion for the child. Who did the child see at the fair? At the entrance of the fair, in the corner, the child saw a sweet meat hawker selling different types of sweets in his shop. Did the child want to buy anything? What are they? The child wanted to buy, first of all, the burfi, and thinking about his parents, they would say that the boy was too greedy. So he went ahead. Then to buy a garland, he requested his parents to buy a garland, but he also proceeded ahead thinking about the negative answer of his parents, and at last he desired to possess different types of colorful balloons, but thinking about his parents, the child thought that they would say that he was too old to play with the balloons. So thinking about his negative answer, the boy went ahead with the parents. This is all about the lesson today. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.